taking you through after Shashi Tharoor, the MP delegation that's currently now abroad, speaking of India's successful Operation Sindoor. Let me take you through yet another one. We're looking at this time the government's decision to abrogate Article 370 has found support in none other than Salman Khurshid. Right after Shashi Tharoor, it seems like Salman Khurshid now advocating for the Modi government's decision to abrogate Article 370 in a notable departure from his party's traditional stance. The senior Congress leader and former External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid has backed the Modi government's decision to abrogate Article 370, which granted special status to Jammu and Kashmir in 2019. His remarks came during an interaction with top officials in Indonesia as part of all-party delegation under Operation Sindoor. Salman Khurshid arrived in Indonesia with a multi-party delegation led by Janata Dal United. The MP Sanjay Kumar Jha, that has BJP MPs Aparajita Sarang, Trinamool Congress's Abhishek Banerjee, CPM's John Brittas and former Indian Ambassador Mohan Kumara, along with others. They are also touring Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, Japan and Singapore. Talking about the abrogation of Article 370, he said that it was a major problem that finally ended.
Kashmir had a major problem for a long time. Much of that was reflected in the thinking of the government in an article called 370 of the Constitution, which somehow gave an impression that it was separate from the rest of the country. But Article 370 was abrogated. It was abrogated. And it was finally put to an end because so much time has passed. Subsequently, there was an election in 65% participation in election. There's an elected government in Jammu and Kashmir today. And therefore, for people to want to undo everything that has happened, the prosperity that has come to Kashmir is something which is very unfortunate, and it will give a setback to anybody.
Now, he went on to add that Kashmir is now on the path of progress since the abrogation of Article 370. He said an elected government has been formed in the state. 65% of the people, in fact, exercise their right, that prosperity has finally come to them. In fact, Salman Khurshid really hailing the government's decision, praising India's strong military response as well, saying that the Pakistan-sponsored terror attack had been given a fitting response by India.
Fairly straightforward thing. One, that there is a long-standing unanimous resolution of Parliament of India saying that that the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir must be vacated and given back to India. And as you know, that even in the Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir, the seats that should have been in that area are kept vacant, just for this reason that we have a long-term commitment that area is to come back to us. That's one important factor. The second is that the government has reiterated this because often questions are asked about will you talk, will you not talk, etc. We have expressed our distress that repeated attempts to talk and negotiate have been betrayed by Pakistan by a subsequent attack, and several attacks have happened over the years.
All right. Now, meanwhile, Shashi Tharoor, one of the leaders of the 7 all-party delegations and currently in Colombia, continued batting for India. He's expressed disappointment, though, over Colombia's condolences for the people who lost their lives in Pakistan when India launched a counter-strike on May 7th. He said that there can be no equivalence between those who attack and those who defend, and that India was only exercising its right of self-defense. Basically, he says, in a way, that he was not very happy with the kind of support that Colombia gave to India, or rather lack of support.
I have to say that we were a little disappointed in the reaction of the Colombian government, which apparently expressed heartfelt condolences on the loss of lives in Pakistan after the Indian strikes, rather than sympathizing with the victims of terrorism. We will say to our friends in Colombia There can be no equivalence between those who dispatch terrorists and those who resist them. There can be no equivalence between those who attack and those who defend. We are only exercising our right of self-defense, and if there is any misunderstanding here on this score, we are here to dispel any such misunderstanding.